What happens when you cross the wrong member of the bloodline, and the final boss himself shows up for payback? Tonight, the score wasn't just settled, it was demolished. After the shocking attack on GUSO, the bloodline returned with one mission: vengeance. And with The Rock leading the charge, the man responsible ended the night on a stretcher. Trust me, you do not want to miss how this story unfolded. Welcome back to WWE Express, the channel where we break down the biggest drama, rivalries, and unforgettable moments from the wild world of sports entertainment. Tonight's story is one that shook the entire WWE universe. An attack that crossed the line, a family that demanded justice, and a response that sent shockwaves across the locker room. When GUSO was ambushed earlier in the night, fans everywhere were stunned. But what came next proved something very important. You don't mess with the bloodline and walk away. The night began like any other explosive WWE show. The arena was electric. Fans were chanting loudly. Cameras flashed across the crowd as excitement filled every corner of the building. And then GUSO stepped into the ring, fired up and ready to prove once again why he remains one of the most exciting and beloved superstars in WWE today. But suddenly, everything changed. Out of nowhere, an unexpected rival stormed the ring and launched a brutal ambush. The attack was fast, aggressive, and completely unprovoked. Before anyone could react, G was being overwhelmed. The crowd gasped as the assault continued. Officials rushed down the ramp trying to restore order, but the damage had already been done. For a moment, it looked like GUSO might not even be able to stand. Medical staff quickly surrounded the ring while the arena filled with boos from angry fans. The WWE Universe could not believe what they had just witnessed. But the real story wasn't just the attack. The real story was what happened after the bloodline found out. Backstage, the news spread quickly. Members of the bloodline had heard exactly what happened to their family. And if there is one thing WWE history has shown again and again, it's that family loyalty runs deep inside this legendary faction. Soon whispers started circulating through the arena. Would Jimmy USO step up for his brother? Would Solo Sikoa bring his destructive force into the situation? Or even worse for their enemy, would the final boss get involved? Fans inside the arena began buzzing with anticipation because if there is one man who does not tolerate disrespect toward family, it is The Rock. Later in the night, just as the atmosphere seemed to calm down, something incredible happened. The lights shifted. The energy in the building suddenly changed. Then the crowd erupted. Walking onto the stage was none other than The Rock. The arena absolutely exploded with excitement as he slowly made his way down the ramp. But this version of The Rock looked different. There was no joking, no playful smiles, no entertainment. This was the final boss arriving with a purpose. His message was simple and direct. Someone had attacked a member of the family. Now they would answer to all of them. Not long after that powerful message, the man responsible for attacking GUSO returned to the ring, still carrying that same arrogant confidence from earlier in the night. But that confidence did not last long, because suddenly the atmosphere changed again. From one side of the arena appeared Solo Sikoa. From another direction came Jimmy USO. The crowd instantly realized what was happening. The ring was surrounded. There was nowhere to run. The bloodline had arrived to settle the score. What followed was pure domination. The attacker tried to stand their ground, but facing the entire bloodline is a situation very few superstars can survive. Powerful strikes landed. The pace was relentless. Every moment showed the unity and strength that has made the bloodline one of the most feared groups in WWE history. The arena roared as the situation completely spiraled out of control for the man who had started this entire conflict. And then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. The Rock stepped forward. The crowd exploded with energy as he stared directly at the fallen superstar. One electrifying strike later, the message was delivered loud and clear. Family comes first. After the chaos settled, officials quickly rushed down to the ring to check on the damage. Medical staff immediately surrounded the injured superstar as concern spread throughout the arena. The punishment had clearly taken its toll. Fans watched in stunned silence as a stretcher was brought down the ramp. Within moments, the attacker who had started the night with confidence and aggression was now being carefully loaded onto that stretcher and taken backstage. It was a dramatic ending to a night filled with tension and revenge. The WWE Universe had just witnessed a powerful response from one of the most dominant factions in wrestling history. And the message could not have been clearer. You do not attack the bloodline and expect mercy. This moment could have huge consequences moving forward. The bloodline has already proven themselves as one of the most powerful forces WWE has ever seen. But now, with The Rock standing beside them, the balance of power in WWE may have shifted even further. Superstars throughout the locker room are now asking themselves one important question: who is brave enough to challenge them now? Because if tonight proved anything, it is that crossing the bloodline comes with serious consequences. The reaction from the WWE Universe was immediate. Fans everywhere began sharing their thoughts, reactions, and theories across social media. Some believed the Bloodline delivered well-deserved justice for GUSO. Others wondered if the group may have taken things too far. But almost everyone agrees on one thing: this story is far from over. Because in WWE, revenge often leads to even bigger rivalries, and tonight may have just started the next chapter in an already intense saga. Now the biggest question remains: what happens when the injured superstar eventually returns? Will they seek revenge against the Bloodline? Will the war continue to grow even more dangerous? And how long will The Rock remain involved in this family battle? One thing is certain: the road ahead in WWE just became even more explosive. If you enjoyed this story and want more breakdowns of the biggest moments in wrestling, make sure you like the video, subscribe to WWE Express, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next major storyline. And now I want to hear from you. Did the Bloodline go too far tonight, or did GUSO deserve justice after that shocking attack? Let me know your thoughts on